Hello, this is Assistant Pastor Carey of Saxon Pride Ministries. Today's lesson will be going over the corruption of liberty and the obligation of patriotic duty. Liberty with a fee is serfdom. Liberty with a permit or license is serfdom. Liberty with exception is serfdom. Taxation of personal property is serfdom. Rights with exception, permit, license, or fee become privileges, and therefore serfdom. Serfdom is soft slavery, and soft slavery is tyranny and oppression. Serfdom usually results in the governed putting a noose around the necks of those who govern, thereby exercising their revolutionary right and their patriotic duty. Those willing to trade liberty for security are openly willing to walk into oppression and tyranny, thereby becoming traitors and enemy combatants, with death by public hanging or stripping of citizenship, deportation, and permanently being barred from entering the United States of America as mandatory options. It is our patriotic duty and obligation to pass such sentence upon those guilty of trading liberty for security, as well as upon those guilty of turning liberty into serfdom, and those willing to turn rights into privileges, in order to protect our freedom through our inalienable God-given rights. Those guilty of such treason against the United States of America and its citizens are also guilty of committing treason against God, our Father in heaven, by willingly giving up the rights that our Heavenly Father has given to us. By voting away your liberty, you are voluntarily putting yourself in chains, which is serfdom and slavery. Without the concept of God and immutable, inalienable, eternal laws, and moral absolutes, the concept of dangerous liberty cannot exist. Dangerous liberty can only exist when the moral absolutes of God's law are abided by, and without the concept of God, secular society will trade liberty for security, thereby enslaving itself in an attempt to prevent evil. When a society becomes wealthy and wants for nothing, it becomes overwhelmingly secular and forgets God, which always results in reaping a curse. Babylon the Great of Bible prophecy is a wealthy, primarily secular society with a non-secular section observing something other than Christianity. We are a Christian nation. To observe something other than Christianity is un-American, and therefore treason against this nation and our Father in heaven. The right to freedom of religion means that we have the right to worship our Father in heaven and Jesus Christ as we see fit, without oversight from church clergy nor government. Neither can the church control government, nor the government tell the church how to or what to teach. The right to freedom of religion does not mean that anything goes. All faiths are welcome, as well as no faith at all, such as atheism. We are a Christian nation, and Christian only. Separation of church and state simply means that the church cannot control our government, and our government cannot control the church. That does not mean that the church and our government are prohibited from consulting with each other. Those that openly claim to be atheists, as well as those guilty of practicing something other than Christianity, should have their citizenship revoked, then deported, and barred from re-entry into the United States of America as a prudent means of national defense against the overt dangers of secular society. When liberty is converted into serfdom and rights become privileges, patriotic duty becomes an obligation. And the cure for globalism is the obligation of patriotic duty. Semper Fi, my brothers.